Hi there, welcome back to my channel. It's Melinda here with you today, and I'm sharing my take on the fun November mood board for Scrapping Clearly. I haven't done a blog post for this because I A, didn't need to, and B, it's the 23rd and I wanted to get this uploaded before I ran out of time. So this first part of the video I've sped up a lot. I decided I was going to use some different coloured sprays to spray in the background, and I'm not happy with how it turned out. You can see in the top right and the bottom right that I've got some overspray, and I'm seriously not happy with it. So I clean off my stencil and I start all over again with a clean piece of white cardstock, the same stencil, and this time I'm going to come in with some of my Colour Blast colour pastes. Pretty sure that I use Sing in the Blues, Deep Water and Bling. I just really wanted to pull the colours from the mood board. They really inspired me to scrap that. You can see the photo on the left hand side there. It's a Snapchat filter, and the blues and greens, I was really inspired by the mood board to get this photo done. As you can see, I've just applied a quick coat of clear gesso, and it's just a little bit in where I know I want my photo to be, and my main cluster. So just drying that off quickly with a heat tool, and then I'm going to come in with that stencil and the Colour Blast colour pastes. I'm not sure where I've disappeared to, sorry. Probably looking for my little spatula scrapey tool thing. Oh no, I forgot, I did some stamping first. I don't love this blue spot stamp on this page, but it's done and I'm not unhappy enough to do anything about it. But I do love this particular stamp. It's awesome for a bit of texture in the background. I think it's the colour that I'm not loving. And then I've pulled out a teal permanent ink and just a text stamp that was in my stash, and I'm just randomly applying that. I actually managed to clean my stamps off, which is unusual. And then I'm coming in with the colour paste. I think this is the Deep Water. It's a beautiful tealy blue green. It's a beautiful colour. I love it. It's one of my favourites. And then this is Sing in the Blues, which was my very first colour, and I love it also. Surprise, surprise. And there is a little bit of gold in the mood board, and that's why I decided to bring it in. If you haven't had the chance yet to play with this bling, any of the mediums in the bling, it's beautiful. It's the most gorgeous gold I've ever used. I love it. So I'm pretty happy with that. I could have got away with doing a bit more, but it was too hard to try and line the stencil up again, so I didn't bother. I've dried that off with the heat tool. Yes, I've dried that off with the heat tool, and now I'm coming in to do a bit of watercolour. And this is, I can't remember what it's called. Envy Shimmer Spray, because I wanted to pull some of the green from the mood board and from my photo. So I'm just dipping my brush into the bottle and just smushing the colour on basically with my big paintbrush. Sorry if you can hear that noise in the background, it's my son playing with a plastic bag, because, you know, plastic bags are entertaining. So yeah, I'm just going in with some of that beautiful Envy. I don't know if you noticed, but as I was dipping my paintbrush back into the water, back into the bottle, I was sort of mixing it up a bit just to get the shimmer back into the texture, back into the spray. Then I decided to come back in with a little bit of the Deep Water as splatters. So again, same paintbrush, I've just cleaned it off, and I'm going in and just tapping my paintbrush. And I think I come in with some bigger splotches in a minute. Yeah. These colours work beautifully together. And they work beautifully with the mood board this month. So just cleaning off my paintbrush, and now on to putting all my layers together. So I'm just going to get rid of most of that border on my photo. The photo didn't print with an even border, and that kind of drives me crazy, so Off it goes. And I'm just using I'm actually using lots of different collections here. I've got stuff from the Pink Paisley C'est La Vie. I've got stuff from the We Are Memory Keepers Crush, Chanel Starshine. Oh look, I actually cut all of the white border off. I didn't even realise. There's some Heidi Swap stickers that I end up using as well. I'm not sure where I've gone again. Oh, here we go. So I'm just pulling out my paper layers. That one and that minty coloured one are both from the We Are Memory Keepers Crush, and that star one is from the Chanel Starshine. I'm just deciding which way I want those layers to go. And I speed this up super quick because no one needs to watch the sticking and cutting of all the layers in slow motion. Alright, I've cut this strip off one of the, I think it might even be that blue star paper. It's one of the branding strips. And it has an awesome quote on it, but spoiler alert, I do not use it on this page. It just doesn't work for me. I love it. But now I muck around with the embellishments for a while here, trying to work out what I want to use. I wanted to bring in more gold and I struggled, but that's okay because I love how the page came together in the end. I love that pop of darker blue as well. So as you can see, I've just taken that embellishment and chopped it down to just the heart. And it was quite easy to do because all of the lines around the heart, it's a geometric heart, so all the lines are straight, which made it nice and simple. And there's actually a person behind my head that the heart's covering, which I thought was a bit convenient. I pulled in that ticket for the colour. It's a beautiful, like, dark greeny, bluey, tealy colour. I love it. So I try my title with these black glittery alphas from Heidi Swap, and I love them, but I'm not loving the way they're looking on my layout. So I spell out Snapchat fun. This photo was taken at an awards night for the volunteer firefighters, and everyone at my table was on their phone at some point. So I went, well, I may as well join them, and grabbed our Snapchat because apparently that's what we do. So those alphas are from one of the Maggie Holmes collections. They're beautiful. I love them. And there's so many in the pack. Trying to bring in some more of that blue and it's just not happening. So I go for some black. Those are chipboard stickers, again from Heidi Swap. And I do play around with them for a while, and I do leave that one on top of the heart for a little while, but then I end up not using them. These vellum stickers are gorgeous. Love them. That one I think says feeling fancy. I think I use another one that says ignore the critics. And I can't remember exactly what the other one says. Maybe be yourself or something along those lines. They've got gold foiling on them. So it brings in a touch more of that gold, which is so pretty. This is where I pull off that gold chipboard piece because it's just not happening. I decided that I wanted to bring in some more of that darker blue colour, so I pulled out another of the papers from the Chamel Starshine collection and I've just gutted it. I've sped it up super fast. I chopped down my page. I found that most of the time it's easier to cut it down looking at the back side of the paper instead of the front side because it curls downwards then. You'll see me, I stick this down and it's not straight and I'm not happy with it and it's really quite entertaining. But first I want to put another layer of that blue behind my photo just to bring it back into the actual page. And I just preferred the balance on the bottom right. Now the sticking begins. You'll see my big fat head, but you will also see that I use a combination of, actually I think I just use foam adhesive, double-sided tape on this one. So here we go with sticking the page to the background. It's quite entertaining really. Oh, sorry for the headshots. And I'm like, that is so not straight. And then I start to trim it and I end up just going in and trimming all four sides with my scissors and distressing the edges. And I'm sorry if using scissors on a page freaks you out. I've had people at retreat go, oh my goodness, you're using scissors. But I don't mind it at all. It doesn't need to be perfectly straight. So yeah, I've just curled up a couple of the sides as well. And I think I end up going back in and stapling those. And I'm just sticking everything down now. Do use a little bit of foam, fun foam behind the heart. I think that's all that I use the foam on as well, just behind the heart, so that it's even, an even layer with the photo, because the photo's on a few layers. So I pulled out my T-square ruler to get that title on straight, since nothing else was straight on the page. And yeah, just use that to line it up. Once that's all down, I will also go back in with my T-square ruler and draw in some pencil lines for my journaling. And it basically says exactly, while everyone else was at my table was on their phones, why not? Some Snapchat fun or something to that sort of gist. Do a little bit of stamping, including the date. And what you don't see is I add in some more splatters using the Bling Colour Shimmer Spray, and also some stars and hearts from that Heidi Swap alphabet that I was using, just for a touch of the black in 3 places. So I'm just showing you the stamping, and then it's going to go into my close-ups. Thank you again so much for stopping by and watching my video. Don't forget, you've still got a week to get your entries in for the November sketch and mood board challenge. This one's the mood board. So make sure you have a play along. They're lots of fun. I will include a link to the Facebook group in my description box. Otherwise, have a fantastic day and I'll see you next time.